Welcome to the Empowered Spirit Show. This is your host, Terry Ann Hyman. I'll explore the connection to the human spirit in a way that helps to navigate your life, including crisis. I am passionate about helping you to open up to your intuition and the metaphysical world of spirit to find your confidence in your own inner guidance. Take a pause, be inspired, learn ways to show up focused, centered, and more dynamic in your everyday life. Welcome back to the Empowered Spirit Show. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. Are you looking for a magical place to shop and hold space? Check out Ritual+Shelter online or in Homewood, Alabama. Browse through their bookshelves covering topics such as energy healing, Reiki, chakras, auras, accessing the Akashic Records, shadow work, astrology, and earth-based healing. You can also find herbal teas and tinctures alongside crystals and oils to help establish a mindful mindset and fluid ambience before meditation, ritual work, and reflection. Ritual+Shelter is dedicated to providing one-on-one, in-depth conversation with customers to help them find the most efficient healing methods and resources that match the customer's unique interest and energy. They offer tarot sessions as well as Reiki, soundbowl, and crystal healing. Visit Ritual+Shelter.com to book an appointment and bring peace back to the body, mind, and spirit. Or find them on Instagram at Ritual+Shelter Shop. As this podcast goes to air, we've moved through the Taurus new moon, a time of setting new intentions, of recognizing the growth you've been through this spring, and how you want to move forward. Most of the planets are direct, except maybe Pluto, but hopefully you're feeling this direct motion in your life as well. It's easy to get sidetracked, to doubt the growth, and to talk yourself out of everything. The critical voice can become loud, especially when you start to take new directions in your life. And as we approach the summer, confidence around your body can start to come in. I know it does for me. I'm an emotional eater. I am very sensitive about my body. And as the weather is getting warmer, I'm starting to peel off a few layers, and shorts and tank tops are coming out. Does this ruin your summer? Does it create stress in your closet, standing there trying to figure out what to put on? Is it messing up the start of your day? And what about that mirror? Really looking at yourself? It can get easy to use Zoom filters, if you know what I mean. But it is time to stop the panic and stressing. You've probably been criticizing yourself for years. Has it worked? Do you notice this destructive part of your psyche that misuses power? Or maybe harbors feelings of resentment toward others? Or perhaps even lust or greed? Or maybe even some self-hatred? Yes, that's the energy of the archetype of the sorcerer at play. A destructive force of energy that gets in the way of you living the life you want this summer. The sorcerer holds an energy of dark power. She represents this destructive energy that we sometimes can find ourselves in. This archetype of the sorcerer symbolizes unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and lack. When the sorcerer shows up for you, notice your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear and how it manifests in your life. What is it that isolates you from others? And as you recognize this, know that the sorcerer can help you to challenge these feelings and disrupt your mindset. Disrupt it in a good way. And there is a lighter side to the sorcerer that you can activate through recognizing this force of energy. And that's where shape-shifting comes in. Shape-shift your thinking and get out of this mindset and into the abundant flow of energy. The energy of the sorcerer can shift to finding your charisma, to work with the higher vibrations of summer and what I like to call the wild woman energy. And this is where energy psychology for shape-shifting begins, shifting from the negative low vibrations to more positive and higher vibrations. According to an article from the Association for Comprehensive Energy Psychology in 2019, energy psychology methods gently and swiftly release traumatic events that are frozen in time in the body-mind system. Energy psychology and healing alchemy are shape-shifting. The article continues to say that energy psychology models have been beneficially applied to assessment and treatment of trauma, anxiety, depression, pain, stress, psychophysiological issues, and self-sabotaging behaviors by a broad range of healthcare providers to regulate, affect, and promote emotional and physical health. It is about changing the conscious structures that make up your identity. These structures can often be dense and self-limiting, creating barriers that hinder growth, evolution, and expansion. Through the Toltec wisdom of Don Miguel Ruiz, your physical body loves you unconditionally. Even if you judge your body, even if you reject it and don't like it, your body is completely loyal to you. Talking about our bodies is like an unwritten rule in sisterhood. Many of us do it constantly and automatically. I feel fat in these jeans. I put on so much weight. Gosh, my skin looks awful today. Talking about your looks might seem like a way to bond with your sister, your friend, or your child, but notice I didn't say with your mother. That can sometimes get a little too critical and stay in your head a little too long, but it's worth considering what effect it could have. Here's another study citing a study of female college students published by the Psychology of Women Quarterly found that 93% of women engaged in this type of talk, dubbed fat talk, and a third did so regularly. The study found those who complained about their weight more often were likely to have lower satisfactions with their bodies, irrespective of their actual size. Let that sink in. Words can have a huge impact on your self-esteem. This is your confidence, your body confidence. It's a pattern we have to break, especially within ourselves. This article goes on to say that just 3 minutes of fat talk can lead to women feeling bad about their appearance and increase their body dissatisfaction. Making the effort to cut it out should make you feel better about yourself. In turn, others will pick up on the more positive language and be less likely to put themselves down as well. The words we use when talking about our bodies can damage our self-esteem and confidence. However, you can shift this and shape the conversation for a more healthier outcome. Peer-reviewed professional journals have published more than 100 research studies demonstrating the effectiveness of energy psychology therapies. Importantly, this includes not just one-offs and case studies, but more than 50 randomized controlled trials, 40-plus outcome studies, and 4 meta-analysis. A meta-analysis depends on a pretty large group of studies, which are combined in order to draw conclusions with greater confidence. So, by using techniques of energy psychology like EFT, emotional freedom technique, you can shift, you can transmute, and transform these mental constraints on the mind into ones that allow for more openness, flexibility, and freedom. In the practice of EFT, energy medicine, and healing alchemy, shape shifting can take many forms, including working with the body's energy centers and the chakras using visualization and mindset techniques. The goal of EFT and shapeshifting is to bring about a more expansive and transformative experience, leading to greater levels of consciousness and personal growth. Overall, EFT combined with the shamanic practices of shapeshifting becomes powerful tools for you if you are seeking to move beyond your current limitations to unlock your full potential. The energy psychology behind EFT that really works with shape-shifting is an inherent quality of energy that allows you to transform your identity structures and transmute the lower frequencies of your being. As you free the mind of limited beliefs and detach from old patterns, you become present to your current choices, not the choices and habits of your past. You become present. Energy is fluidic, and shapeshifting involves constantly transmuting the frequency of energy to establish new forms and identity structures. So, as we apply EFT, we release these lower vibrations to create new neural pathways. We're working on the brain. We're working on the amygdala, removing the issues out of the tissues, and you get to set the direction of these pathways for you. Now, one of the things I've been developing with EFT, I know I'm a hashtag shower tapper. I've written a book, Confessions of a Shower Tapper. So I've done a lot of work with it. And like I said, I am an emotional eater. I tap all the time, and it has made profound effects for me personally and with my clients. So one of the things that I've been working on and really developing is the idea of gap tapping. Gap tapping, as I've been introducing to my clients, focuses on the space, the gap between where you are and where you want to be. I'm feeling out of shape. I want to be in shape. I'm feeling lazy. I want to be motivated. I'm feeling unattractive. I want to feel attractive. This is what I mean, the difference between where we start and where we want to go and what is all that stuff in between. That's what's going on in the gap. This is where this dysfunction, this self-sabotaging, these addictions are coming from, right here in the gap. So we go in, we look at the root. What's the hurt, the emotion? What is that connection that keeps you stuck in the gap? And especially when we're talking about body confidence, and especially when we get into talking about our food, our cravings, our binging, what is that connection that keeps you connected to the craving, connected to the food, connected to the patterns? That's where it becomes very deep and big shape-shifting can come forward. So combined with the idea of Mother Earth, shamanism, the divine feminine of summer, this is where we bring the idea of the wild woman of summer as an archetype, allowing it to inspire you to show up this summer. You get to decide the details. But once you have a vision of her, you feel her emotions, you embody the energy, this creates a vibration for you to resonate with. We tap, your mindset starts to shift, and there you go. You have created this new form, this new identity that you continually step into. You let go of the limited beliefs. You do start to lose a few pounds. You shape up, and you start to visualize and understand through this gap tapping new levels of understanding for your path. You feel better. You feel more excited. You can move through the summer with a greater sense of who you are. This gap tapping process allows you to move beyond these self-limited beliefs that keep you stuck. We all have the ability to shape shift physically, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually throughout our lives. We're constantly evolving and changing. Summer, we grow a lot, and this allows you to grow and develop as you choose. You can harness the power of shape-shifting to transmute the dense and limited aspects of your consciousness and continue to evolve and expand and grow and feel alive. Do you identify as being more sensitive than most people to physical sensations? Do you often use descriptive words such as feeling drained, overcome with emotion, heavy with grief, tugging on my heart? Are you feeling stuck with traditional talk therapy, traditional diets? If so, you may be a good candidate for gap tapping. It is time to unlock your power of energy mastery and learn the art and science of shape-shifting. It's never just about the food or how much exercise you are or aren't getting. So, if you have been criticizing yourself over and over for the shape you're in, or fallen into a few bad habits that you want to let go of, or perhaps shed a few layers of clothes and even maybe drop a few pounds and feel good about yourself, shape-shifting is for you. I am offering a free 4-day gap tapathon around shape-shifting beginning Sunday, May 19th through May 26th from 6 to around 6:30. 30 minutes of the energy psychology of shape-shifting, body confidence, gap tapping, just in time for Memorial Day weekend and the fun to begin. I'll put the sign-up link in the show notes. So today on the show, to help you understand more about the energy psychology of shape-shifting, let's take a moment to pause, breathe, and do some energy shape-shifting gap tapping. So let's begin. So wherever you are, if you can, close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale, breathing up the body. And exhale, breathing all the way back down, slowing down. Inhale, breathing up the body. And exhale, breathing all the way back down. Grounding. Inhale, expanding the breath up the body. And as you exhale, call all your energy into you. Call it in. Inhale, expanding the breath up the body. And as you exhale, call in the spiritual body. Feel the centering, the alignment, the spiritual body, the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body. Take another deep inhale. And now as you exhale, dropping deep into the heart, right into the deepest part of your heart, feel that connection, your spirit and the greater spirit. Know that you're loved, guided, protected. Feeling all this energy coming in around you. Taking a moment and noticing. Noticing where you are on this great wheel of life. How do you feel about yourself? What is that gap from where you are and where you want to be? Where is that gap of wanting to get out of your comfort zone to allowing yourself to be this beautiful, wild, radiant woman of summer? Notice where that gap is for you. And then just repeating after me, tapping, starting at the karate chop point, I will guide you right here. So even though I want to get out of my comfort zone, with a wild woman energy, I choose to love and accept myself no matter what. So even though I want to get out of my comfort zone, I know there's a little resistance, but I choose to accept where I am no matter what. So even though I want to change, open up, grow, I know I have resistance to letting go of my old habits, but I choose to love and accept myself no matter what. And now we move point to point. At the eyebrows, I know I'm resisting. Side of the eyes, I love my comfort zone. Underneath the eyes, who cares if I stayed covered up all summer? Underneath the nose, the sun's not good for me anyway. On the chin, but I do care. At the collarbone, I'm tired of feeling tired. Underneath the arms, I'm tired of feeling less than who I want to be. Top of the head, it's just so hard to change. Eyebrows, but it's getting harder and harder. Side of the eye, and the gap keeps getting bigger and bigger. Underneath the eyes, I want to close the gap. Underneath the nose, but it's too hard. On the chin, but maybe I can. On the collarbone, no, I've tried everything and nothing works. It just keeps getting harder and harder. Underneath the arms, well, maybe I haven't tried everything. Top of the head, it is hard to change. Eyebrows, I know I'm resisting. Side of the eye, I want to move forward. Underneath the eyes, I want to feel good about myself. Underneath the nose, I want to let go this summer. On the chin, I do care. On the collarbone, I'm tired of feeling tired. Underneath the armpits, I'm tired of feeling less than who I want to be. Top of the head, it's time to close this gap. eyebrows. It's time to let go of the limited beliefs. Side of the eye. I want to have fun this summer. Underneath the eyes. I want to get a little wild. Underneath the nose and explore life. Chin. Maybe I can let go. Collarbone. Maybe I can go in deep. Shine some light underneath the arms and let go of these limited beliefs that I hold on to. Top of the head. I'm tired of feeling less than who I want to be. Eyebrows. Maybe it's not so hard to change. Side of the eye. Maybe I can just take it one day at a time. Underneath the eyes. Each step closes the gap. Underneath the nose. To believing in me. On the chin. To loving me more this summer. The collarbone. To appreciating all the qualities about me. Underneath the armpit. One tap at a time. Top of the head. I can do this. Eyebrows. I can close the gap. Side of the eye. Release all those criticizing thoughts. Underneath the eye and love me more. Underneath the nose and more. On the chin. And find new ways to fill up my heart. At the collarbone to fill up my soul. Underneath the arms and love myself more. Top of the head, I can close the gap. At the eyebrows, I can see the vision. At the side of the eye of who I want to be. Underneath the eye and stay in that vibration of light. On the chin because I choose. On the nose to love and accept myself. At the collarbone no matter what. Now just right here at the collarbone, just take a moment and notice how you feel. Is that gap closing a little bit? Take a deep breath. Come back to the karate chop point. I choose to love and accept myself no matter what. Release the hands. Take a deep breath. Stretch the hands up. Notice how you do feel more grounded in acceptance of who you are. You can shapeshift. You can use this concept, energy psychology, to rewire the brain, to use the visioning, your intuitive skills, the belief and faith, the attraction factor, to help you feel this radiance, this wildness, this woman of the divine feminine within you this summer. Taking one more deep inhale and exhale. Bring in the awareness all the way back, feeling the strength in that solar plexus, the heart opening, the third eye full of light. Offering a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for you. Gratitude for your spirit and the connection you have with the greater spirit. Gratitude for just showing up. Inhaling and exhaling all the way down deep into the earth. And as you're ready, blinking the eyes back open. Coming back. So notice how you feel. This was just a few rounds of tapping, but imagine doing this a few more And you can go back and repeat, keep going. Beginning in the gap, we can work out all that stuff that keeps you separated from who you truly are. Come join me in my Gap Tapathon. I'm so excited. Something new and exciting, 4 days, so that you can notice the wild woman archetype within you. Summer's always fun when we share it with our friends, so be sure to share this with someone else that might need to hear this and try some wild woman shape-shifting this summer. Thanks again for listening. This is your host, Terry Ann Hyman. To your spirit, namaste. My Soul Work Shape-Shifting program is coming up. Are you feeling out of shape in every aspect of your life? Emotionally drained, physically sluggish, mentally overwhelmed, and spiritually disconnected? If you've tried countless solutions without success, don't despair. It's not too late to transform your life. You have the power to shape-shift your thoughts and acquire new skills regardless of your age. Embrace the possibility of a brighter future and embark on a journey of personal growth and rejuvenation. Find out more at terryannhyman.com Shape-Shifting Program. I'll put the link in the show notes.